Hi guys, so I just wanted to talk a little bit today about ways of keeping yourself positive, because I know there's a lot going on in the world right now and there's a lot of people stuck indoors and they don't really know what to do with themselves and they're driving themselves a little bit crazy, and there's a lot of people getting down from it because they haven't got the same social life, they haven't got things nourishing them like they did or engaging them like they did when we were able to just go about their day freely. And yeah, I just think mindset's it's the most important thing on how you live your life. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about keeping yourself uplifted and ways of doing that. And I think my first point for that is going to be stop the complaining and stop the negative self-talk, because complaining gets so repetitive. It gets so, I don't know, it affects everyone. Even other people complaining to you affects your mindset. Becomes so easy, especially in work environments, stuff like that, to go up to the next person and go, oh, I can't be bothered, I can't do this, I can't do that, and oh, this happened to me, this was bad about my day. And then half the time we kind of encourage each other to speak like that anyway, because most of the time when I see people complaining, the next person will go to them and agree with them and go, oh yeah, that's shit, or turn around and then go, oh, but this happened to me, and even subconsciously acts competitive and is like, oh, my day was worse though. And it's not going to be nourishing for your mind whatsoever, whether you're complaining about just little things that have happened in your day, whether it be relationship problems, whether it's just simple things like, oh, I'm too tired, I can't be bothered, I haven't got motivation to do this. Then rather than complaining, take note of that. Take note that you're complaining, because you repeat stuff like that to yourself. You're going to make that your reality. And, you'll end up comparing yourselves to others, and it's not going to be progressive for yourself whatsoever. You need to learn how to deal with these problems effectively. Instead of complaining to someone or them complaining to you and you agreeing, turn around and go, oh, but there's so many positives to this, or you can learn something from this, because I believe everything in your life is teaching you a lesson. And there's so much to be learned from struggles we go through. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that you can't overlook, and there's a lot of bad shit that happens to us. And I'm not saying make positive over that. I myself been through a lot of bad situations, and you can't really say, oh, that was a positive, but I can turn around and go, oh, that's taught me a lot. It's taught me how to respect myself more. It's taught me who to trust and who not to trust, or not to be so trusted in everyone straight away. It's taught me how to deal with that, and then I've progressed from that. I've learned more about myself, I've developed myself from that. So instead of sitting there and complaining, when you feel yourself about to do it, try and stop yourself and make a mental note and go, no, hang on, what can I take from this? Or if it's minute things where you can't really take anything of it, and you mindlessly complaining and just going, oh, I can't be asked, I can't be bothered, I'm too tired, my back hurts. Take little actions to make yourself feel better over that. If you're tired, if you can't be bothered, make sure you look after your health. Get your sleep routine in order. Turn around and go, oh, well, my back's hurting me. See a chiropractor. Turn around and go, oh, well, I can do little stretches every morning. And there's some problems you can't change either. But sitting there and complaining about them and repeating that to yourself isn't going to change it. It's not going to make it any better for yourself. And you're literally just going to put yourself in a negative perspective and go, oh, this day is bad because this little thing happened. No, either learn from it, take from it, forgive from it, or move on and do something that's going to engage yourself and do something that's going to uplift you, and look at things calmly. Too many people get het up over minute things and go, oh, I've had a bad day because this has happened, when in reality you haven't had a bad day. You've just thought you've had a bad day because you've said that to yourself and gone, oh, these little things happened and they've added up, so today is terrible. Like, no, today's another day. You're gifted this day. Take advantage that you have life and that you can live this day how you want. Don't sit there and moan and say, oh, this little thing happened. Turn your perspective around on it completely. look at it calmly. If you're stressed out about stuff, I love to do 4-8-7 breathing, which is just a little breathing technique, which you can meditate on it for longer, but I'd say at least just repeat it through at least 3 times. And it's just breathing in for 4 counts, holding it for 8, and then exhaling for 7 counts. And it will trigger your central nervous system. It will relax you. Don't act out of reaction if something's angering you or upsetting you in the very moment. Act on it when you've calmed down, when you can speak consciously about it. If it's a person who's upsetting you, it's so easy to get caught up into idle gossip or, you know, talking bad about someone else. And a lot of the time we don't even express this to the person we're angry to, and we don't communicate with that person. Go, this upset me, I didn't really like how you did this, or I didn't agree with what you said, I didn't like that. And hopefully they'll communicate back with you, and you'll get more closure from that than you ever will just talking bad of that person. And if fair enough, or not all people are like that, you can't always just have a logical conversation with someone, have good communication. And if someone's not going to tune in with you and accept and be grateful that you're choosing to come to them to address this, then distance yourself from them, because there is some people in your life who are just going to be toxic and aren't really going to change in any way. And you know, the people you spend the most time with are people you're going to take personality traits from, the people that you're going to start thinking like. And if you're surrounding yourself with negatively influencing people constantly, you're going to start thinking like that all the time yourself. Be conscious of the people you keep in your circle, because they affect your own mind a lot more than you would think they do. And yeah, if you're talking negatively about that every day, it's going to stick with you. It's going to resonate. You know, you go, oh, I hate my work's bad. Every time you get up to go to work, you are going to feel that, because you are making that your reality. Turn around and go, oh, I'm gifted to have this job and to be able to earn money in the society when there's so many people unemployed who can't get jobs, who can't get themselves on their feet. Be grateful that you've got that, and go, fair enough, I might want to progress into stuff in the future. If you really do hate your job, use that as motivation. Don't just go into it negatively every day. Use it as motivation to change your situation and change where you are, and go, you know what, this is where I am right now, but this isn't what I want to do with my life. And use it as motivation to go, yeah, I am going to set my goals. I'm gonna manifest where I want to be in life, because this isn't it, and I know this isn't it, but I'm still grateful for what I do have. You need to be grateful of so many of the little things. We do have so much around us. We are lucky to have a roof over our head. We are lucky to have running water to clean ourselves, wash ourselves, food to nourish our bodies, to take care of our spirit. You have the opportunity to exercise. You can do that. There's people with disabilities who can't do stuff that you can. So don't waste what's been gifted to you, and be grateful for it every day. And a great way to do this is, as soon as you wake up, before you even leave your bed, list 3 things that you're grateful for. You could just do this mentally, or if it works better, people are different. If it works better for you, writing it down. Keep a little journal by your bed. Every morning, write down stuff you're grateful for. Another little idea is, at the end of the day, things that have happened throughout that day, write down what you're grateful for then, and put it into a jar. And then when you do go into your lower times, or you don't feel that great, pick one of the things out of the jar and look at how many amazing things happened to you in that one day. And there's so many more days for more amazing things to happen to you. Just be grateful of what you have been gifted in life, and your perception will start changing a hell of a lot towards other people. Even there's people we don't notice who we owe ridiculous amounts of gratitude towards. The people who clean our streets, the people who collect our bins, the people who farm your food, who sew your clothes. All these people have contributed to bettering your life and helping you in your life. And be conscious of that. Be conscious of that and honour it. Be grateful of your family. Your family have gifted you this life. You wouldn't be alive, you wouldn't be embodied. You have this physical being to do what you want, to take charge, to live on the earth. And it's a waste just to sit back and go on autopilot and not address things going on in your life, and to just work your way through it going, oh, this happened, this was bad, blah, blah, blah. And no, like, you have this gift of life. Take charge of it. You can manifest exactly what you want. You can manifest exactly where you want to be. It's just about your mental perception of it and what you perceive to be your reality. You're repeating negative self-talk to yourself, negative talk about others or things going on in your life. You are going to believe that. You are going to think that's your reality. You're going to create that as your reality. Sorry, I'm sipping tea. But yeah, just learn from experiences you go through and don't get caught up on them, because there's always something to be learned from it. And as I said about having the opportunity, being grateful that you've got this body, show your body that, nourish it. And I don't mean have the perfect health like diet, have the perfect fitness routine. No, just little things like I've started waking up in the morning and stretching for 10 minutes, having a glass of water, you know, hydrating my body, getting my muscles moving. And honestly, it sets me up a million times better for my day and puts me in such a good mindset to take through the rest of my day with me. And just, there's a lot of other little things you can do, like getting up, having a shower, not lazing around in your pajamas all day, because it is very easy just when you're in a really down mood, you feel depressed, you feel anxious, just to want to curl up in a ball and sleep when you're high from the world. But don't do that. Get yourself up, have a wash, have a shower, maybe get yourself moving a little bit, and have a routine. My morning routine puts me in a good mindset for my whole day. So my gratitude practices, doing stretching or yoga, or, you know, just getting myself ready for the day so I feel refreshed and I feel motivated and inspired and go, yeah, I can do what I want with this day. But then obviously, likewise, you can't always just stop yourself going into a bad place. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we're over emotional, whether it be from hormones, other aspects, other people, things people have said to us, and you can't really change it. But one of my big tips would be to have another routine of stuff you know uplifts you, so that you can go to that and write it down in a journal, and then whenever you next feel like that, go to that, go through the steps you've wrote down in this little routine. So have a shower, maybe have a ritual bath. If it's stress and anxiety bothering you, use lavender, chamomile, different essential oils, you know, or a self-love bath. You might want to put some rose petals in it, some rose oil, some orange oil. Orange is very uplifting, as is peppermint. Peppermint's really uplifting too. It's very good for your muscles as well. But do that. Another little thing I like to implement into this routine to make myself feel better is I'll get out of the bath and use moisturizer, lotion, different oils. I like to use coconut oil, but massage it into parts of your body. I like to start from like the feet and work my way up, and tell each part of my body why I'm grateful for it, why I love it, what it enables me to do, thank it, and just appreciate yourself. Because even if you're not feeling it instantly, subconsciously you're receiving so much love from yourself. You shouldn't put that onto other people, like, to uplift you. You are the main one responsible for your own mindset and your well-being, and it's not going to benefit you to depend on other people for that. It's really good talking to people, don't get me wrong, but if you're hoping that they're going to see you as the victim or feel sorry for you, and you want to do that for sympathy. I used to be bad with this in the past, because I get into a rut and I'd like to be like, you know, just wallow in self-pity, and it doesn't progress you like anywhere really, honestly.